let's make a painting. And let's go. You know what? This time I'm not going to use my hands. I will just use the big brush. That's why I bought it in the first place. So why not start using it? I'm using my hands for such a long time. Man, that doesn't sound good, using my hands for such a long time. Is that center? Yes, it is. I believe it is. All right. So let's do this. Let's make sure everything is wet on the side, so the paper can go down and stick to the glass. And there we go. That's the color. Exactly what I wanted. I found it very interesting how, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like to, I will put it here so you people can see it. Right, like this. Anyway, I found it interesting how people, well, I did the same thing. Pick up a color, do all that stuff, but I found it very, how you say that? Very expressionist, I guess, when you just grab something. And very, very spontaneous. When you just grab something and go for it. And it's interesting because you don't even have to use too much colors. And just make, lately I'm doing a lot of clouds, so no reason to change that. And one baby cloud right here. There we go. Clean the brush. I'm gonna wet the multiple brush and move left and right until I get exactly the same color everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. And now I'm gonna take, I think kind of pinkish is gonna work pretty well with this color. That's what I feel like. Let me see if that's true. I will just make circle moves. And a lot of things, I mean, if you follow me for a while, you already know a lot of things especially with this type of paintings, don't get me wrong. For this type of painting specifically, I go with the flow. Man, that sounds such a cliche. But I just come up with the stuff at the moment. I'm not, I know I want to do clouds. That's the only thing I know. All right, so on the foreground, let's see. We can push all the paint around, and that's how we're gonna form the horizon line. There. Okay. And make the line a little bit more straight. Now, I will keep this part dark, and I will just push over here the same way. And remove some of the paint, of course. There we go. Now, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna take this clean brush and start removing some paint by simply tapping. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. Of course, this is going to be the tedious process. It's taking time. I'm not sure the camera actually picked up the whole thing. But we're going to keep going on here. Remove some of the paint from the clouds. There we go. And keep going. I can extend here. Make these clouds more believable. There it is, and on this side, because the light is coming from this side, so obviously. Very simple, very simple. I really try to get even more simple than this if I can. I'm not sure I can go more simple than that, because come on, it's like this is half painting here already. But I really do like to go simple on these ones. I used to do more, especially the oil painting. Well, actually, no, not really. Some of my other watercolors are way more detailed. But this one, we try to keep it simple. Oh, this one is going to be nice for light. This one is going to be nice for light. And this one. And a little bit here. Man, I can do that forever. I just love clouds, what I can say. Now, this is fine, all good. I'm gonna take a little bit of brown. Now, everything is nice, but it's kind of neutral colors. Which one? I would much prefer to have something warm down here to match a little bit with the pink. And when I say neutral colors, I just realized I use only 2 colors so far. So there we go. We're gonna take some sea blue black and make some barely touching. There we go. Now, tall grass on the midground. There we go. And the more we go up, more they're gonna be closer and smaller. With the palette knife, and when you make grass, a lot of time I'm doing the same thing over and over, but I try to avoid it, of course. But a lot of times people try to make things like, I don't want to say perfect, but you don't even notice when you start making them in a line, which is a huge mistake. Nature doesn't grow up like this, man. These plants are literally fighting for their lives by trying to grow up bigger and stronger than the one next to it. Which one is, why would I put them in order? So try to be random. I'm guilty for the same thing, but I will just put a little bit of throwing shadow. Now, of course, from here, we can do all kind of stuff. We can put them some red flowers. I did it with the last 2 paintings. We're gonna break the cycle, not doing it. But I do gonna put a couple birds flying. And when I say birds, I really mean like a bunch of dots, if I gotta be honest. And we're just gonna pretend they're birds, and I did something. And there we go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.